Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Hope everybody out there had a great weekend. A belated happy Mother's Day to all the moms watching out there. We are back with 6 of my favorite plays for you on FanDuel and DraftKings, including some of my favorite stacks for the night. A value play I think you want to get in your lineup. A starting pitcher I think is too cheap in the best matchup possible. And, of course, my favorite play of the night. Who are we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Barn. Find out. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Good to be back here once again in the Fantasy Bar. 6 guys fresh off the tap for you on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out the video. Now, before we get into plays, couple things. Let's take a second. Click that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel and head over to scoresandodds.com/beer. Also, been getting a lot of 5-pack comments. The first play of the video will now be found in our intro video. We'll recap everything. We'll give you a preview of what we got going on for today's video, and we'll give you that intro play over there. So check that out here. Also on YouTube. Last thing, Coors Field on the docket. You don't need me to tell you to play guys at Coors Field. We'll find you some spots outside of Coors that we like here for tonight. All right, let's get things started here. We'll spend some money to open things up at first base with Vlad Guerrero Jr. of Toronto. So Vlad had a nice little tear right now. Hits in 9 of the last 10 games. 4 of those games, multi-hit games. And this guy's been very good against right-handed pitching in his career. No different this season. Actually leads the team in both WOBA and ISO this season. At WOBA at almost 400, ISO well over 250 here. Burrito, it's been a struggle against right-handed hitters, so this is a good matchup for Vlad. WOBA at almost 400 here. See that ISO way up at 338, and a lot of hard contact as well at 40%. So Vlad expensive, but a good righty-on-righty spot for him here tonight against Burrito. All right, let's go to the outfield next with Jarred Kelenic of Seattle. So we saw a couple home run sprees here from Kelenic, couple 3 days in a row home runs. It's been kind of quiet here of late, but what does that do? It helps us out on ownership. We know that by now. A lot of casuals, that's all they're looking at here. So let's take advantage here. I think Seattle, good spot here tonight against Hawk, and good against righties. As you'd expect from a big lefty bat, he has been delivering. 265 ISO, 358 the WOBA. Now Hawk, multiple earned runs in every single start so far this season. We narrow that scope down to the last 4, 15 earned runs over that stretch. So good spot once again here for Seattle, especially get some low ownership. Coors Field on the slate, going to take up a lot of that ownership. I think Seattle, good sneaky spot here on tonight's slate. All right, I've been loving on Seattle here, so let's stay there. Get you another piece of the stack at catcher with Cal Raleigh. So DraftKings, you need one. FanDuel, you don't necessarily need one, but this guy can certainly fill the bill over on FanDuel as well. Under 3,000 here, and a ton of power in this bat. Now, another guy that's been kind of quiet here, so another guy that keeps us under the radar here with this Seattle stack. Numbers not as gaudy as we saw last season against right-handed pitching. That ISO last year, 296, and that was with a batting average on balls in play down under 220 for him. So we know power the name of the game here, which is what I love with my catcher. If we can catch a home run out of that spot, ideal, and especially if we can be part of a stack. You know, we mentioned Hawk giving up a lot of earned runs, also giving up a lot of production to left-handed hitters. 354 WOBA, ISO over 200, hard contact rate over 35%. Checks a lot of boxes here for us. Seattle, nice little sneaky stack tonight. Kelenic and Raleigh being my favorites. All right, let's go to the starting pitcher spot next. Great matchup here for Merrill Kelly of Arizona. So Kelly's really stepped it up here in the strikeout department, averaging 7 strikeouts per start here over the last 4. Generally not a massive strikeout guy, but that strikeout rate sitting above 25% here on the season. And what an ideal spot he gets here. We'll talk about the ace here in a minute, but been very good against both righties and lefties. Important with Oakland because they have a good mix of both, and they tend to stagger him. He's been solid against both, not giving up a ton of power. ISO under 170 against both righties and lefties here. And we mentioned the matchup doesn't get any better than a matchup with Oakland right now. If you are a right-handed starter, leading the league in strikeout rate at almost 26%. Merrill Kelly under 10K on both sides against a strikeout-happy Oakland A's team. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Monday night. Before we do that, let's run it back on our Beast of the Night contest. This is a thank you to you guys for your support and you're hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar, checking out the video. All you got to do, make sure you click that thumbs up button if you have not already. Head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter. You don't even have to guess who it is. Just throw a number in there. If you are the closest guess, I'm going to win a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. While you're down there, who's your beast tonight? Big slate of games tonight. Who's your top play on the slate? Sound off in that YouTube comment section. All right, let's wrap this baby up with my favorite play. You know him as the beast of the night. All right, beast time. We're going to spend some money here in the outfield. We're going with a six-pack favorite, Yordan Alvarez of Houston, tonight's beast of the night. So Alvarez on a nice little tear right now, 11-game hitting streak, 3 home runs for him over that stretch, 3 multi-hit games for him over the last 7. To no surprise, leads this team in both ISO and WOBA against righties. At ISO pushing 300, to WOBA at nearly 400 for him here this season. Jamison Taillon really struggling with left-handed bats to open up the 23 season. WOBA over 400 allowed so far this season, 262. The ISO and our power mix very much in play here tonight for Yordan Alvarez. 47% fly ball rate, 50% hard contact rate. Yordan Alvarez, easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's beast of the night. All right, guys, that'll do it with 6 plays for you here on Monday. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in the comment section right below the video. Don't forget, you're going to see points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter for a shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. Give me your beast of the night. Who's your top play here on this Monday night slate? Sound off in that YouTube comment section for RotoGrinders.com. I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck on the slate tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Go win some money. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist.